Amara was the daughter of the village healer, a girl whose laughter was like sunlight through leaves and whose kindness wrapped the hearts of those around her. Kwesi was the son of a fisherman, quiet, strong, with steady hands and eyes like the calm river at dawn. They met by chance. One warm afternoon, while the sky was clear and the air smelled of wild flowers, Amara was gathering herbs with her mother when she spotted a young man struggling with a tangled fishing net. He worked quietly, though his face showed frustration. Amara, without hesitation, knelt beside him. She spoke no words, she simply reached out and began to untangle the threads. When their eyes met, something happened. A connection, like the earth itself had shifted. They exchanged shy smiles, and from that moment, whenever she came to the river, he would be there. Their friendship grew like roots beneath the earth, strong and unseen. They spoke of simple dreams, of a house by the water, of nights listening to the wind through the reeds, of a life made of quiet joys. But peace is a fragile thing, and in every good story, the winds of calm are tested. Amara's father, respected and wise, had promised her hand long ago to Obasi, a warrior from the neighboring tribe. Obasi was strong, brave in battle, respected by many. But his heart held no warmth for Amara. When Obasi came to claim her, standing tall in his pride, Amara refused. "I have promised my heart to no one," she said, "and it belongs to Kwesi." The warrior's pride was wounded, his face darkened, his voice turned to threats. That night, in the darkness beneath the trees, Obasi and his men found Kwesi by the river. They beat him, left him bleeding by the water's edge. But before the dawn, Amara found him. She knelt beside him, cradled his head, and wept. The village elders, fearing Obasi's wrath and desperate to avoid war, made a decision. They told Kwesi, "You must leave. Go far, beyond the hills, beyond the rivers. Do not return." Amara begged them, but no words could change what fear had already decided. At dawn, beneath the great Baobab tree, Kwesi stood. His face bruised, his hands shaking. He placed a hand upon the ancient trunk and whispered, "If the gods grant me breath, I will return to you, Amara, and this tree will remember." Then he left, alone, carrying nothing but his fishing knife, his hope, and the memory of her face. Seasons came and went. The rains washed the earth clean. The harvests came and went. Many believed Amara would move on. But every evening, as the sun sank into the earth and painted the sky gold and crimson, she sat beneath the Baobab tree. She whispered his name into the wind, "Kwesi, wherever you are." She refused every offer of marriage. She worked as her mother's apprentice, healing wounds, tending births, comforting the old and the sick. The people began to call her Amara the Gentle. And though her hair gathered strands of silver and fine lines shaped her face, her heart waited. The Baobab tree stood tall, its roots deep, its branches high, and it too waited. One evening, a great storm came. The sky cracked with lightning, the river swelled, the earth trembled beneath the rain, and in the morning, as the sun rose uncertainly through silver clouds, a stranger appeared at the edge of the village. His face was hidden by a hood, his skin weathered by sun, his arms marked by years of labor. No one knew him until he walked silently to the Baobab tree. There, he knelt and touched the earth. Amara, now older, saw him. Something in her heart stirred. She moved through the gathering crowd, and as the man lifted his face, the years fell away. It was Kwesi. His eyes were the same, gentle, steady. "Amara," he whispered, and before the Baobab, they fell into each other's arms. There were tears, there was laughter, there was the silence only known between two souls who have waited a lifetime to be whole again. Kwesi spoke of far places, of cities by the sea, of deserts without end, of fishermen and healers, of hardships and survival. But no river was as beautiful as theirs, no voice as sweet as Amara's. The village, softened by time, welcomed him. The past was a shadow, and the present was all that mattered. They married beneath the Baobab tree. The drums sang, the old women loudly howled, children danced, the sky blushed pink with the setting sun. And in the seasons that followed, their home was filled with laughter, with the cries of children, with stories told by the fire. When their time came, as it must for all, their grandchildren planted 2 saplings beside the Baobab tree, one for Kwesi, one for Amara. And their story was told and retold, of love, of patience, of courage, of a promise kept, for the heart that waits, finds, and the love that endures, returns. Even now, if you listen to the wind through the Baobab leaves, you might hear their names.